Ramping up your business? The time is near. You've given it heart. Now get it in gear. It's Passage to Profit with Richard and Elizabeth Gearhart.
I'm Richard Gearhart, founder of Gearhart Law, a full-service intellectual property law firm specializing in patents, trademarks, and copyrights.
And I'm Elizabeth Gearhart, not an attorney, but I do marketing for Gearhart Law, and I am the founder of Gear Media Studios, a full-service podcast studio.
Welcome to Passage to Profit, the road to entrepreneurship, where we talk with celebrities and entrepreneurs about their stories and their business ventures. It's time for your new business journey. 2 in 5 Americans are thinking about starting a business or are already business owners. And so we want to ask our panel, what was the biggest risk you took when starting your business, and how did it pay off or not? Rob, welcome to the show.
Yeah, it's great to be here, Richard. Thanks.
Tell us, what was the biggest risk you took?
I would say back in 1999, walking into a radio station, which is kind of ironic here, to plunge forward and create a radio show about an emerging technology called the internet and the web. I just walked in, had no background in creating content or being on the radio, and just took that risk and went in and surrounded myself with a bunch of fun people to create a show that was entertaining plus informative about the growth and development of the internet. So it was a big risk, and it changed my life.
How did it change your life?
Well, it got me into the media business. I was a marketing executive prior to that and was putting media out, right? Creating media that other people were creating. But I got into it myself as a host and started creating a nationally syndicated radio show and built it out, and it became a podcast about probably 4 or 5 years into the process. And that sparked a whole new career for me. And that was working in helping other people start a podcast and create online media back in 2005. So that was about a year after podcasting kicked off, and it was an up-and-coming area that nobody really knew much about. So it was one of those opportunities, kind of like AI is today.
Congratulations on doing that. Tania Crawford, what was the biggest risk you took?
Well, where do I start? The first one, definitely not continuing college. I'm the first in my family that does not have a college degree. I did not get one. I decided that wasn't for me, took off to America, so I'm a first generation of immigrant, and decided I wanted to be in the beauty industry. I knew I didn't just want to be a stylist, I wanted to be a lot more, and anyone that is kind of in that mindset that you have to have a college degree to become successful, like as long as you're good and you keep reinventing your wheel and you're passionate about what you do and you give 100% every single day, you can be whatever you want. I'm so glad I took a leap of faith, honestly, and just worked harder just to probably prove to myself that I can do that.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's great and inspiring. Matt?
I think as an entrepreneur, you have to really become resistant to failure, because this isn't my first business, but this is the first business that has actually made me money, right? Which I think everyone can relate to. So a lot of the time, it takes a long process drawn out to get things up and running, and we like to get them running as fast as we can. So
That's great. That's all about what is important in business, is taking those kinds of risks. So awesome. Passage to Profit is a nationally syndicated radio show appearing in 38 markets across the United States. In addition, Passage to Profit has also been recently selected by FeedSpot Podcasters Database as a top 10 entrepreneur interview podcast. Thank you to the P2P team, our producer Noah Fleischman, and our program coordinator Alicia Morrissey, and our social media maven Carolina Tabares. Look for our podcast tomorrow anywhere you get your podcasts. Our podcast is ranked in the top 3% globally. You can also find us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and on our YouTube channel. And remember, while the information on this program is believed to be correct, never take a legal step without checking with your legal professional first. Gearhart Law is here for your patent, trademark, and copyright needs. You can find us at gearhartlaw.com and contact us for a free consultation. Take care, everybody. Thanks for listening, and we'll be back next week.